Hey there, Heather Boyd Wire here, and welcome to day 9 of the 10-day wire earrings to make and sell challenge. Be sure to watch till the end of the video to learn how to be eligible to win some great prizes in the challenge.
Today we're making treble clef and note earrings. You're going to need flush cutters, flat pliers, round nose pliers, and I'm using the Beaded bail making pliers. I'll be using 20 and 22 gauge artistic wire and 4mm miracle beads. We'll start with 10 inches of 20 or 22 gauge artistic wire. We'll put a 4mm miracle bead, and we're going to bend the wire on either side of the bead and crisscross them. And then we want to make sure it's nice and snug in there. Hold the bead firmly and twist the wire. Keep the wires out at an equal angle so your twist will be even. And just keep twisting until you have as much wire as you want. I just used up most of the wire. And then we are going to bend the bottom at a bit of an angle, just so it looks like a little J almost. Just make a little curve, bend the wire straight up. And then we're going to measure about 1 1/8 inches. And then with the looping pliers, we're going to bend the wires down. From there, we'll use a larger part of the looping pliers, and we're going to make a circle and loop it to the back. So just bring it around to make a full circle. It's more or less centered on the height of the treble clef. And then from there, we're going to hold the top and just slide that circle so it's centered above the vertical line. And that creates the treble clef. And just adjust it so the ends go across. And then we're just going to bend those ends so they hook around that vertical line of wires. And then we're going to clip them flush using the Xuron flush cutters, and then we're going to get the Xuron tweezer nose pliers and push in those little pokey ends. Do any little adjustments that you need, and there's the treble clef. And then for the note, we're going to take a 4mm miracle bead and just put it on the wire, just center it, and again we're going to crisscross those wires, give them a good little tug so the bead is firmly in place. And then we're going to do the twist, making sure the wires are pulled straight and they're out at even angles. And we're just going to keep twisting the wire. So once we have the wire twisted, we're just going to make sure that bead is out to the side. And then we're going to bend it at the position that you want, however high you want it to be. And we're going to form the note. So just very basic. You might have to untwist the ends so they'll finish in the same place. And then we're going to clip one of the ends. Straighten out the wire a bit if you have to with the flat pliers and pinch in that pokey end. And then we're going to bend that wire just to the left and put on another miracle bead. So then once the miracle bead's on there, we're going to just lift it out and push the wire vertically so it will be just centered in there. So now it's in the correct position. And then we'll bring that end around from the back to the front. Just hold that bead in place. Grab the end with the pliers if it's easier, and just give it a good little tug so it's surrounding the other wire, and then clip it flush. And then you could pinch in that little pokey end. So that's our note, adjusted as you need. And then you can add your homemade hooks. I'll link up a tutorial for the hooks. And now we're going to measure this time about 1/2 inch to do this simple treble clef and make our curve. It's about 1/2 inch. And then take the end with the smallest part of the bail making pliers and just turn it into a closed loop. So this is going to be at the bottom of the treble clef. And now you can measure how high you want it, about 1 1/8 inches. And then we're going to bend it with the bail making pliers as we did the first time. And then this time we're going to get a pen with a pointy end, so it's like a cone shape, and we're going to wind it around a few times. This is how I like to make my spirals on a cone, and if you wind it right around the tip of the pen, you'll have like a little closed loop at the end. So clip it with the flush cutters, and then we're going to get our tweezer nose pliers, and we need to pinch it in because we want to collapse that cone shape into a flat spiral. So we can start pushing it in with the tweezer nose pliers and then get our nylon jaw pliers just to pinch it right down. You could hammer this a little bit if you want to before you push the spiral around to the middle part. So you want to hammer it before you have those bits overlapping, and do any little adjustments that you need. You can do these by hand. You can rotate the little circle to go further up if it's too low down. And then now we're going to do the notes. So we're going to start in the middle and do a little loop with the bail making pliers. That's our starting point, and then get the tweezer nose pliers and bend the ends down. So we're bending both of those ends straight down, and now we're going to do our little spirals to form the notes, and just bring them around a few times and then around the tip to make a little closed loop. Move the pen over and do the same on the other side. So we're going to hold it with our thumb against the pen and wind it around a few times till we get to the end and make a little closed loop. And you can compare them to make sure they're the same. Just adjust it a bit so they're as close to the same as possible, and then clip the ends flush with our Xeron flush cutters. And again, we'll get our tweezer nose pliers to pinch in those pokey ends, and we have to collapse those cones so they're flat. So just bring them right down. Do the same on both sides. And like I said, you can hammer those ends a little bit. Just be careful if you hammer this design, because there's a loop at the top that you don't want it to snap, so you want to just be careful when you hammer them. But you can hammer these spirals down a little bit so they'll hold more in place. I'm just using the nylon jaw pliers for this. So we want to just keep adjusting it till it sits flat. And there's the pair with the hooks. I'll link up another tutorial for the music note and treble clef with beads. I have another one with a hack on how to make the treble clefs the same size, and also a tutorial to make the treble clef with the Artistic Wire Deluxe Jig Kit.
The challenge starts on June 1st, 2024. Make one pair of earrings from each day to be eligible to win some great prizes, including wire and tools from Beaded, jewelry and wire art from my Heather Boyd Wire Etsy shop, and templates, tutorials, and ebooks from my Etsy DIY shop. I will be doing a random draw for winners of the prizes on Saturday, June 15th at 12 noon Eastern Time. Be sure to join the Facebook group for my 10-day challenges to share photos of your creations. If you don't have Facebook, no problem. You can email me photos of your work at the end of the challenge to be eligible for prizes. For the duration of the challenge, you will be able to ask any questions about selling jewelry in the Facebook group. And I encourage you to share your wins when you sell some of your earrings. All the details are down below in the description of this video. Have fun with the challenges, and I can't wait to see what you create.